did a little home makeover, man. I hope you like it. Move everything around. It'll get into that intake. Slinky! I'm still trying to talk to this guy. Where's he gonna pop up? There he is. Moving and shaking, moving and raking. That's what I'm gonna do, people. Yes, there he is, Slinky, in his heated hide because our winter of discontent continues. It was about 45 degrees last night, and it is not much warmer right now. I think it's only 52. But hey, you know what? Perfect day to get on a brand new, not really a brand new hat, but a new style, and we're gonna go ahead and do some work in here, man. It needs it. It's a time for the yearly Slinky cleanup, so I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna make some changes. We're gonna trim things back and make this place a really cool hang. Oop, jeez, I forgot how low it is there. Banged my head. Got a tall hat. Anyway, we got to thin this all out, and that's what's going to happen. So that's what I'm on to today. I figured let's get real here. Let's motivate and get this jungle under control, because you know we're going to have to take a look at this pond and make sure that we don't have roots growing into anything or kind of breaking through. You see this? Look at this. I just got to work today. Not excited about it, but it's got to be done. So we're gonna go get the truck, back it up so I can load all the foliage out. We're gonna get right to it, friends. Okay, otherwise, this place looks cool. And let's begin. Okay, making quite a dent in today's activities. Now, this is something that you've seen me do before in all the aquascape ecosystems. You really got to get in here. In Florida, probably twice a year because things grow so much. So I've trimmed back our papyrus in here. They send their roots way deep down. And what happens is they wind up kind of interlocking and getting into the filter pads here. So I've separated them, I've rinsed them out. Normally what you would do if you were a fish breeder, you'd be concerned about removing a lot of the bacteria from the water column, but I'm not really worried about that because we've got so much bacteria living in here. It's such a mature pond that I rinse these out with hose water. I put them back in because I really want these to be pulling out the physical waste, and that's what those plants are feeding on. They're actually feeding on a lot of that organic waste. So that's what I've done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put them back in. I'll probably get rid of a lot of this foliage because we're gonna make another big pile with this papyrus and some of the other stuff that I've got to clean up in here. We'll get down to the lower pond and we'll work on the pumps, you know, rinse them out. As you can see, the water is now foggy. This will all get sucked up. Those plants are going to use it. All the plants around the edge of this pond are going to shoot their roots in, and it really collects a lot of the, you know, the sediment that's been stirred up, and it's very nutritious for the plants, nutrient rich, I should say. So yeah, that's what we're doing, man. It's a lot of fun. It's nice and cool. I'm also thinking about transplanting this plant. If I can cut it down and remove it easily, I want to remove this so we can have a better view looking back. So I'll probably remove that. And then I was thinking, don't use this hide at the moment. So maybe I can dump the plant in there and put some soil in, and voila, we've got a big old planter. It'll cover this area. I think it'll look good. It'll connect with this one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Pull weeds. Yeah, a lot of work to do. That's gonna be today's mission on Slinky's pond. We're gonna get it looking really good for him. Now remember, we're gonna be going into our warm period here in another month and a half. Probably after February, things warm up better or more consistently. These plants are just gonna boom. By the time June, July rolls around, they'll be this big again. It's a lot of work, but this is what it takes, man. If you want to keep things looking really cool at the camp, you got to work on it. And of course, Godzilla, always watching, protecting me as I do my thing. All right, let me get back to it. See ya. Okay, so I'm still working here, friends, but I wanted to stop because I found a little buddy. It is a little Cuban tree frog. These are non-native tree frogs. This is a little guy that just pretty much is a youngster, and they get about 4 to 5 inches long. And as their name suggests, they're from the island of Cuba. These guys have become quite common here in South Florida, and you'll see he'll probably give a good jump here in a moment onto this pole. But we're gonna let him live here. I don't mind. The frogs somehow get in when they're small, I guess, or when they're actually tadpoles. The adults get in here. They're probably in here because prior to the canopy going up, they had maybe a male or a female or both laid eggs, or bred, laid eggs, and now we have a little group of them. So this is the second one I found today. And they are amazing. I love tree frogs. Very cool. They're going to eat bugs in here. Of course, this is an ecosystem unto itself. It's a little biosphere, if you will. Not really, but you know what I'm saying, friends. I mean, I help sustain it, but I don't feed these guys. So any of the insects in here is what this guy's looking for. So he was hiding in the papyrus that I'm trimming back here, and that's kind of cool. So I just thought I'd break up the monotony of watching me do garden work and show you some of the little life forms that are living here in our little Slinky habitat. Planet Slinky. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. All right, back to it. Okay, look, here's a larger one. So that's a larger tree frog. And I just found him, so that's another Cuban. Whoa, he's out of here. Woo! Okay, just thought I'd show you. I love working in the yard. You always find some cool stuff. I noticed this earlier and I was waiting until I got over here to show you guys. It looks like there is actually what it looks like a black racer shed inside Slinky's enclosure here. So what does that tell you? There was a small snake that was avoiding detection because, as you guys know, Slinky loves to eat snakes. So I gotta ask you guys, what do you think? Is there still a snake in here? Because if it's shed, that means it's getting bigger. Probably can't fit back through those holes, but these universal rocks are hollow. Snake could hide, but I don't know, man. How long do you think a snake would last in Slinky's enclosure? Plenty of little knolls to eat and frogs, as we've seen. I want to know from you. Do you think there's still a snake in here, or did Slinky get himself a little delicacy? Okay, I've been busy. We kind of planted those plants, moved a few around, weed whacked a little bit, trimmed up over here. I've got to now rake and then get rid of all the debris. That's a pretty big debris pile. Then I'm gonna service the pumps and then we'll let Slinky out. It's a nice sunny day. He'll be able to get some nice heat from the sun, even though it is cooler than normal. But still, obviously we're gonna allow this to just do its thing. I'll clean up any debris that gets collected in the intake bay. But yeah, it's really thinned out here quite a bit. So I'm gonna just start moving raking. Moving and shaking, moving and raking. That's what I'm gonna do, people. Gotta get done, but it's turned into a half a day. It's been like 3 hours, but I think it'll grow back nice. It's gonna look good. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so it's time to work on the pumps. One pump is not moving. We do have some fire ants living here, so I'm gonna try and be very quick with this. Basically, what I can do now is, because we live in the 21st century and I finally joined it a couple weeks ago, we could do this, my friends. You go onto your iPhone, go onto your, where is it? I wanna go to my iPhone, which is getting funky at the moment. Go to your Aquascape app and you see all these different kind of pumps and dosers and thermometers. So here's Slinky's water pump. Let's shut it off. Okay, we just shut it off from the app. I love it. You could turn it on, off. So pretty stoked on that. So let's see. All right, that's on, that's off. All right, now all we got to do is unscrew it. I'm going to rinse it and put it back in, and the job is done, friends. So let me do this and I'll be right back. Okay, this enclosure is done. Of course, I've stirred things up, so it's gonna take maybe 24 hours for this pond to get clear again. But in the meantime, really quickly, before we bring Slinky back out to see his nice, clean, manicured home that he's gonna tear up and have fun with, I wanna just rinse off this bridge and kind of give it a good rinse with everything that I've done. So you can see there's a lot of foliage and clippings that are still in the pond, but I'm not really sweating that because, hey, I'll just collect them here in a little bit. Let me open this thing up. It's not easy to do with one hand. Oh my gosh, I'm getting weak in my old age. Hold on. This thing is crazy. There we go. rinse this off. Rinse off our bridge, rinse off this, move things around a little bit. I love it. What a day, half a day's work, just in time for lunch, just in time to get the Slinky man out. I think this looks good. Might as well give it a big rinse. There's Godzilla. He seems happy. Everyone's happy today. So this is good, man. This is something that needed to be done. This is probably the most I've trimmed this place down. So you guys will have to just stick around and see how it all grows in. In a few weeks, believe it or not, it's gonna look really good. We just rinse everything down here. I love it. Get everything loose into the water. It'll get caught up in that intake bay, or I'll just kind of wander around and clean it as I go. Okay, you can see there's some stuff in there. Blow it off to the side, no big deal. Oh, let's do this. Might as well rinse that all down. But look at how nice it is. Plenty of sunshine, places for him to bask, plus places for him to get out into the shade when he wants it. Oh, so cool. So cool. Now I was talking with Ed, the pond professor, about a potential future project here at the camp, and I want to make a pond similar to this, but I'm going to make it very shallow and maybe the same size, maybe just this size here, and we do a nice kind of shallow pond. We'll enclose it. I still have more of this knit wire from our friends over there at Knitwire, and yeah, what we'll do is make a completely safe baby turtle habitat. But in the meantime, let's see our boy. Let me open him up here. Hey guy, I'm gonna let you out. You wanna come out? We'll just turn this down. Turn that down. Come on. That's a boy. See, I just kind of used the heat pad. Oh, you're gonna slam. You're gonna give me a spank? You're gonna give me a spank, boy? Oh, he feels good. He's a happy guy. Such a big lizard. Come on out and see what I did. I really went to town on your place, bud, but I think you're gonna be happy. Let me just move you a little. Beatsies, there you go. That's it. Now you can come on out. It's nice and warm in here. But there's some nice sunshine. You wanna come out? Come say hello to everybody, will you? Come on. You big galunkia. I love this lizard, as you guys know. The big Slinky man. He doesn't like when I come up behind him like this though, so he's ready to whip, but I think he's gonna go out the old-fashioned way. Okay, that's fine. So you guys get to see how Slinky does it. He just squeezes it. Come on, Slinky. Oh yeah. He is such a big dude. I didn't realize that. Oh my God, can he make it? Oh yeah, he could still squeeze. Look at this fat little hiney. Oh my God, Slinks. Part of him's there, part of him's there. He's just a big dude. Look what I did, Slinky. Oh man, we did a little home makeover, man. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. Look at this place. It's been completely dialed in, bud. Holy smokes. Can you believe how it was when we started and how it is now? This is amazing. And he's gonna go get himself a drink. Get right into that nice water. Oh, Slinky. Gosh, I love you, boy. Yep, well, it's a little messy, buddy, but keep stirring it up. Well, Slinky, I was talking. There you go. Okay, anyway, so keep stirring it up. Look for some fish. Move everything around. It'll get into that intake. Slinky! I'm still trying to talk to this guy. Oh, Slinky, where's he gonna pop up? There he is. That's where he is. This guy loves his water, doesn't he? It's almost like he's a water monitor. I don't know. These guys are very happy to be swimming around, looking for things to eat, drinking, just exercising. That's what they do. And winter is the best time for me to get in here and trim this place up, get it dialed in so that we can all enjoy this habitat. And I want people to be able to see it from there. So we moved so much around. I was contemplating moving this over here, but I don't really think I need to. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll move it over here, but this little guy's starting to grow. So we'll let him grow. Hey, grow, little dude. You're really behind the ball. He's been in there since we built this place. Look at Slinky still just hanging out in there. But we've got beautiful plants. Let's see, we went over here. We've got more of these Chinese finger palms. I don't know, I think they call them ladyfingers, I'm not sure. We filled that in. That should really start to grow. That'll be cover a lot of this. We kind of moved it from there to there. We moved one back in here. I put some plants back in here that'll grow up, kind of obscure this corner. We want that, of course, lots of plants. It's funny that this is the same plant over there. It has not gotten quite as big. Maybe there's not as, I don't know. It looks like it's got roots into the pond, so I don't know why it hasn't really taken off the same way. Interesting though, right? Same plant. Probably, I think it gets the same amount of sun. I don't know. If you have any theories, let me know why this plant is not getting as big as that plant. Who knows? It's looking good, man. We raked, we trimmed, we removed a lot of nitrogenous waste from the water column. We cleaned the pump out. Didn't really need much cleaning, to be perfectly honest, because we have this cover. So that keeps out a lot of debris. Very cool. Slinky, what are you up to, bud? What are you up to, bud? Are you making bowel movements in there? What's going on? Yeah, man. All right, whatever. He likes to poop in the water sometimes. So he's just kind of exploring, as one does, as one monitor tends to do. There he is. Such a cool lizard. Asian water monitor, Slinky. The most famous monitor at the camp. Definitely. Possibly even on YouTube. I don't know. Is there a monitor more famous than Slinky? I know Jay's got some, but who knows? Everyone loves Slinky. Going through those tropical lilies. Where are you going to go, man? You going to go under? You going under? Where are you gonna go? Oh, he didn't like that, guys. He actually whipped me, got me splashed with some water. What a character. Thanks, Slink. I appreciate you. All right, everyone. Slinky is gonna be doing his thing, looking for something to eat. There's that bowel movement I was telling you. There it is. Making little poopies in the water. Okay. Good grief, Slinky. Well, there you have it, everybody. Lizards like to poop in the water. I'm sure those of you who have lizards know the deal. Thanks a lot for joining me and keeping me company today. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of work, but I know that you guys enjoy seeing the toils that go on here at the camp. What I do for my animals, what you all need to do for your animals. I'm sure all of you do a good job. And hopefully this inspires you to be more involved in your creature's habitat. Look at him crawl out. I think he's gonna go ahead and give himself a good sunbathe there. Time to bask, isn't it, Slinky? God, you're something else. What an animal, friends. Okie dokie. That's it for me. I'll talk to you all again real soon. Thanks for watching.